What up, guys? Leo here, and wanted to take out a clip about Lori Lightfoot. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, aka Beetlejuice, aka Igor. What's wrong with this girl? I mean, her city has seen an increase in murder. The murder rate is up 139% from last year, and she doesn't want anybody's help. She don't want Trump's help. She don't want nobody's help. It's all good. And behind the scenes on hot mics and other emails and other calls that we've heard, she's just talking bad about her people, cussing them out, telling them to shut up, and other choice words. So let's take a look at this clip.
It exists. It just exists on the right today. Well, the conservatives are the liberals. That's what I say. Conservatives are the liberals. We're accepting because you consider yourself to be a liberal. I always try to provide a platform to liberals to come debate their ideas. Here's what I find: they don't want to. They don't want to. They want to scream in a crowd. They want to. They want to pretend that something's happened. They want to create the illusion that they're fighting for peace. Okay, well, if your ideas are more superior, or you think that you guys are actually fighting for goodness, you would be so open to having a discussion with someone, because then you can slam them ideologically. And say, here's where I disagree with on this, here's disagree on that. They refuse to do it.
You'd be begging for a microphone.
I would, oh my God, I would love to sit down with any of these leftists. I would love for somebody who's a member of Antifa to say, Candace, I'd love to come sit on your show and have a peaceful dialogue of what I believe in versus what you believe in. Never would they ever accept that.
Hi, Tucker. This was a conference call on Sunday, May 31st, to talk about Chicago's response to the widespread looting. On the call were Mayor Lori Lightfoot and all 50 Chicago aldermen and alderwomen, including Alderman Raymond Lopez, one of the mayor's harshest critics. Now, for context, on the day of the conference call, Chicago had 699 arrests, mostly looters. 132 officers were injured. There were 48 shootings, 17 homicides, and Alderman Lopez accused the mayor of being underprepared as the looting spread, saying his ward had become a virtual war zone. Listen.
Half our neighborhoods are already obliterated. It's too late. We have to come up with a better plan, because my fear is once they're done looting and rioting and whatever's going to happen tonight, God help us, what happens when they start going after residents, going into the neighborhoods? Once they start trying to break down people's doors who they think they got something, or, we know that people are here to antagonize and incite, and you've got them all pumped today, they're not going to go to bed at 8 o'clock. They're going to turn their focus in the neighborhoods. I've got gangbangers with AK-47s walking around right now, just waiting to settle some scores. What are we going to do?
And the alderman wasn't exaggerating. In his ward, 2 Walgreens were burned down, along with restaurant shops and an entire strip mall. But when Lopez finished speaking, Mayor Lightfoot refused to respond. So Alderman Lopez demanded that she respond. Finally, she did. Watch.
I think you're 100% full of what I think. If you think
no offense, you then.
Hold on.
Who are you to tell me I'm full of?
And if you think we were not ready and we stood by and let the neighborhood go up, there's nothing intelligent that I can say to you.
Well, maybe you should come out and see what's going on.
One of the stupidest things I have ever heard. I understand you want to preen. I understand that you think that you...
Mayor, you need to check your attitude. That's what you need to do.
That's when the other alderman jumped in to calm things down, but Alderman Lopez and the mayor weren't the only ones trading profanities. Another alderwoman was heard saying this is a total blank show, and the mayor added that she'd never seen blank like this before. One alderman finally spoke up, saying many people in the city were listening to the call, including...
Accepted the bait, right? So we are always the bait. We are the bait that is used by leftists to further their goals. And their goals are to attack the administration. They have been unrelentless in that pursuit over the last 3.5 years. So they see an instance in which Black America is upset, rightfully upset about George Floyd, and maybe they're going to come out and protest, right? And then they say, this is the opportunity for us to now pretend that this is Black America, and it's them that's going to riot, and it's them that's going to loot. So they're actually using Black Americans as a shield to pursue their anarchy, their anarchy goals. And in that way, it's extremely racist, right? To hide behind Black Americans and make us look like we're the criminals and we're the people that don't know how to cope with death. So we're burning down our neighborhoods. That's ridiculous.
Deteriorating relationship between Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the man who represents 13,000 Chicago police officers. Text messages between the two show name calling and back and forth blame for violent protests. hours after police were pelted with frozen water bottles, fireworks, and other objects when a protest turned violent in Grant Park, the text messages started flying between Police Union President John Catanzara and Mayor Lori Lightfoot. While the mayor did speak out against the violence that targeted police,
there were a number of police officers that were injured as a result of that. That's not peaceful protest. That's anarchy, and we are going to put that down. We are actively investigating, and we will bring those people to justice.
To actually wake up a lot of people to the astounding hypocrisy of a left. Like, if it's a conservative, everything must go, there's no apology. But if it's someone that's on the left, there's literally no repercussion.
Catanzara took issue with Lightfoot also encouraging people to report officers who may have crossed the line. It tells my members you care more about rioters than injured police, Catanzara texted the mayor Saturday. 4 minutes later, she responded, I made a very strong statement about the planned attack on our officers. You are better than the cartoon character that you allow yourself to become.
The phrase fits. She has a Napoleon complex. She gets very defensive, and she likes to let everybody know that she's in charge in the room no matter what.
The mayor also texted the police union president, apparently you are now officially a clown. Class act, Mayor, he responded. It's not the first time Lightfoot has referred to a police union rep in that way. Here she is last year, caught on an open mic at a city council meeting.
The next speaker is Pat Murray.
No, back again. This is FOP clown.
Lightfoot referred to police union president Catanzara as a clown 3 times in their Saturday text stream. At one point, he told her 99.9% of the department has zero respect for you, what you say, what you stand for, and even less confidence that you give a rat's expletive for their well-being. Catanzara urged Lightfoot to allow police to respond in riot gear and shut down protests that are occurring without permits.
I think if you limited the ability to have these protests with permits, then anybody who's having these protests, you can automatically shut them down and lock everybody up. And it's just got to be the way it's going to have to be, because they've proven time and time again that they cannot conduct themselves peacefully.
The text messages ended just before 8 o'clock Saturday night with the mayor writing, right back at you, clown. So sad you are so desperate for relevance and publicity that you are comfortable with lying. You will be exposed as the total fraud that you clearly are. This afternoon, the mayor defended her words, saying she's never shied away from speaking her mind in public or private.
We have tried to engage him in a constructive way. He refuses to do so because he's more interested in trying to make himself a political figure rather than to be a leader. I don't take back one word that I said. I absolutely wrote those words with the understanding that he would probably make them public.
There is no conservative Antifa.
No, there's not.
There's no liberal that can't go speak on a college campus or university that gets shut down by a bunch of conservative gang members. That if the minority community comes together, right. I mean, they know if the minority community comes together, it's over for them. It spells the end for the left, because we are the slaves. I mean, we are the ones that are mentally enslaved. We are the ones that keep buying into the same narrative and getting no results, and it's actually negatively impacting our communities.